So you know when you're just like going through your day and then all of a sudden you come across something online that just makes you laugh. You're by yourself, nothing is going on at all, and you just sit there reading this article or watching this video and laughing your head off just simply because of how ridiculous it sounds. This happened to me recently when I was doing some research for a video that I'm actually not going to be talking about today. And that is video games that these parents, there's these parenting websites out there. And these parenting websites talk about games to completely let your child avoid until they're 18. Now, we all know rated M games are made for people 17 and above. We all know that. These websites are talking about games that you should never even let your child look at until they're 18 years old. And I just wanted to run through a few of these because, of course, we know that there's these other articles that talk about, hey, you know, these video games are going to cause you to go out and shoot up a school, which is ridiculous in my mind. You know, if you're a killer and you don't play video games, you're going to go out and like mutilate an animal or something. It's bound to happen. If a video game is going to be the thing that causes you to go over the edge, you're already teetering somewhere that you shouldn't be teetering. But let me read through a few of these video games here for you. This is really interesting. I'll even give you some of what they write down because of these. Number 1, the Watchdog series. Yes, there is shooting in this game, but they say, let me read this out loud to you guys, this game is all about hacker seeking revenge. This game is all about the hackers seeking revenge. Extreme violence, strong language, and sexual content. That might be the case a little bit there, but one of the reasons that they said you cannot play Watch Dogs is due to the revenge that the hackers bring onto their enemies. They get better, trust me, they get better. Here's one, Dead Space, any of the Dead Space games. Now, I understand that Dead Space is more of a scary type game, but I played Dead Space when I was like 12 years old. And look at me, I'm perfectly fine. Dead Space has extreme violence, blood, and gore, and this game is way too violent for anyone under the age of 18 years old. Under the age of 18 years old. So you shouldn't play Dead Space until you're 18 or you will be scarred. Next, Mafia. The Mafia series. Listen to this one. The real view on the mob world. Okay? Including gangsters, deviation, devaluation of human life, drug and alcohol use, and mistreatment of women. That one's my favorite. That one is my favorite. Devaluation of human life, drug use, alcohol use. I find it absolutely hilarious. Now they get into a list here of games that don't really have too many descriptions, but they say, don't let your kids play these until they either leave the house or they're 18 years old. Let me go through a few of these. Far Cry. What? The Last of Us. Borderlands. Are you serious? Fallout. As if Fallout is so mind-numbingly scarring. Fallout. As if Fallout is so scarring to my personality. Fallout is a joke. It's more of like a comedy ragdoll game. And I mean, some of them do make sense. Like, of course, Grand Theft Auto's up there, and we all know kids play Grand Theft Auto, of course. It's mostly children. But that game, you know, killing hookers and selling blow isn't really the thing that a lot of people should be doing at the age of 4, you know? I don't know, guys. I just really wanted to read through a few of these. There has to be a couple more here that I can give you. Assassin's Creed. You cannot play the Assassin's Creed series, and let me explain why you can't play the Assassin's Creed series until you're 18 years of age. This game has high violence, graphic content, sexual themes, and profanity. So does the world. These games are going to cause you to go assassinate your sister. I don't get it. It's not for me. I don't understand these websites. Now, personally, I have been crashing cars, blowing up terrorists, selling... Now, personally, I have been crashing cars. I have been blowing up terrorists, and I have been shooting hookers in the back of the head and selling drugs for at least 15 years now. And that's just kind of the premise of this. It's gaming nowadays. I know some of it might be that. I know some people out there might freak out when they hear that that's what gaming is nowadays, but people do what they want to do. People make games that sell. The more extreme your game is, the more it's going to sell. That's why Grand Theft Auto does so well. It's a pattern set. You're not going to be able to sell Tetris nowadays. You're not going to be able to sell what I don't know, these like Bomberman or anything like that today, because there's not enough structure to it. These games are like this nowadays. So the parents out there, you need to understand that your kids are going to find a way to play these games. And honestly, I don't think that these types of video games are going to scar your kids to the point of where they are not going to be able to be social without slitting somebody's throat. So that was just a little bit of a strange topic that I wanted to cover today, to give you guys my side of the story when it comes to this stuff. So I just thought it was a funny video. Leave a like if you liked it, guys. Leave a subscription. It really does help me out, guys. I will see you all later.